All right, people, my crypto people, $432 billion market cap Sunday. We got one more day of the month of April. Bitcoin currently $9,300. Good, it's fine. Ethereum still been going flat, 678. EOS, on the other hand, has absolutely broken the all-time high for sure at just over $18. It's now $20+ dollars. I don't know if you guys saw Dick Algire's video from Crypto Viewing. It was posted yesterday, where he says when we initially gave them, the remote viewers, the Litecoin target, like, hey, can you guys remote view the Litecoin price or whatever, and they did it to their specification or whatever, and they said it'll be at least $3,000 by the day before Christmas this year, 2018. After they did their initial remote viewing, Dick had asked me, hey, give me a couple more coins. I said, okay. So I said, how about Theta and EOS? I'm not sure where they stand on Theta right now. But looking at his video, his most recent one from yesterday, looks like they may have gotten some results for EOS. And the title of his video was... let's see. It's the Crypto Viewing channel. I'll just pull it up real quick. Let's share that. Right here. Remote viewing. EOS 250 by September. 17 hours ago. He doesn't get into any real detail other than to tell you we pretty much have it coming here shortly for obviously the people in Patreon subscribers will get it soon. But he kind of he says in there, I'm kind of letting the cat out of the bag, so to speak. And looks like we might have $250 EOS by September. Now, the price right now is $20. This is the same coin. I was lucky enough to get into it 60 cents last year. And I got a nice little chunk, to be honest with you. I mean, I was at 60 cents. You could have put a small amount of money and it'd be a nice little chunk. That's what I'm saying. But here I am thinking, man, if it gets to, this number, I might be able to pay my house off or with just EOS. But that number was not even kind of close to $250, just to be honest with you. Not even in the same universe as $250. It was much, 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 much less. So I'm sitting here doing my calculation saying, well, if it's $250, I wonder what that gives me. And it looked pretty nice. Yeah, house payoff time kind of a thing. Remain to be seen if this happens. We're about to see how good these remote viewers are this year. It's going to happen. You, me, all of us, we are going to see how good these guys are, along with the psychics. Now, the other day, I said, guys, give me some questions for Michelle White Dove. Pete went through, scoured all the questions you guys had, grabbed the best of the best that he felt was, the best questions to possibly bring over. He had a few of his own questions. I had a few of my own questions. He's added all that, gave it to her, and she just did the reading. And it was hours and hours long. And from what I understand, it's going to be nothing short of absolutely incredible. So he has to go back and play back what she said on his phone, recorded, and then he's typing it out so that a report type of thing can happen. So that's how we'll give it to you, in a simple report to read. And there's some woo-woo. There's stuff that wasn't exactly crypto related as some of those questions, and she gets into it. He's told me a couple things. I'm not going to say it yet. I've been sworn to silence or whatever, but it'll be really good. It'll be really, really cool when this comes out. So then the other thing, I've been talking to that young man, as he kind of labeled himself Crypto Dragon. Remember the young psychic kid? I was just talking to him on Skype just right before I did this video. And, he's one of those ones that talked about ontology and some of these other ones, Red Coin. I've mentioned Utsava. She's confirmed some of the same stuff, right? So get this. I get a text from Utsava Was that last night or today? That was yesterday. Last night, late last night. Almost midnight, not quite, my time. Okay, here's my new coin recommendation is Triggers. You guys remember that from January? Triggers. From the other guy, Michael. That I said, hey, this guy says he's a psychic. I can't back it up, but here's what he said. Triggers and Florin coin, or FLO. So this is Triggers. And it's funny because you see a couple market cycles have already happened. Much bigger the second time. And I'd expect an even bigger one than this next time. It's been as high as 8 and some change. 8.85. You know, currently $1.43, whatever. $1.67 up here. But she's feeling good energy right now with this coin. She just gave this to me last night, and I told her, I said, hey, by the way, this guy Michael gave this to me back in January, but he also gave me one called Florin coin, which the symbol, just FYI, is flow. Oops, flow. And currently 11.5 cents. Again, another one that popped up around the same time as those other ones. You know, we'll call that around 30 cents there, 29, 30 cents. You know, it's only got to go up 3 times to get back there and make a new high. Whereas the other one, Triggers, needs to go up like, 8 times, or not quite 8, maybe 7 times, whatever it is. So I just mentioned that to her. So she goes, oh, I'll try to like focus on that one. I'll see about that. She took a screenshot of the page though, and her flash was like terrible, messing up like to where I could see. However, I see this coin going in a short period of time, $4, $6, and then it'll hit $8 again levels. Talking about triggers. It will then jump to 9, I think 13, 15 this year. It could hit 20 by the end of this year, or so possibly. And then I can't read the rest of it. She took a picture of the screen. It was just hard to read it. However, she then says, after I told her that, she goes, I'll have to check on that one. I have another one coming up later. So I don't know if she means today later, tomorrow later, or just soon, another coin. So if you're not a subscriber to Utsava on her Patreon, Patreon Utsava, that's the link. I've been giving this out several times now. This is what's great. She was at 421 patrons, literally like 2 days ago, I think. And I come out and said, hey, it's her again. Guess what she said? Blah, blah, blah. She got another one right. Hey, another one right, And I'm like, I think it's only $6. There may be a couple levels. So $3, $6, and then there's a $10. There you go. Okay, so she does have 3. $10. So you can sign up all these different tiers. What's kind of nice about Patreon, you can set that stuff up like that. But anyways, I'm out here trying to promote her free of charge, of course, because she's giving great information. Psychically, spiritually. 421 is now more than twice. Well, not twice, more than 200. I was going to say 100 higher. 200. That would have been 621. She's at 642. So she's gained another 200 people. And if they're all by chance $6, 6 times 2 is $1,200 a month. Right? 200 people times $6 bucks, $1,200 per month coming in. That's beautiful. That is a beautiful thing. I love it. So she has another one coming soon. So just obviously stay tuned, kind of a thing, to see where that goes. But the young guy, Crypto Dragon, as he originally called himself, I will have him back on soon, and he's got a few coins he's been focusing on. Again, he's been like texting me some things. He was like, man, I was just talking today. He's like, hey, remember that one I showed you? He's like, that thing's up 100, went up 100 something %. I was like, yeah, I saw it. And so what did he say? Anyways, yeah, he's got a few. I said, let's do this. Get a list going of all the things you want to talk about. And then when I have you come back on my YouTube channel here, we'll just, rather than kind of wing it like we did last time where you're just talking and we'll just go through everything you've been getting lately and tell us what you feel like. Now, I will say he feels at the moment, because some of these coins are going to be moving up quicker than others. He did tell me, he said, I feel like if I had some OMG, I probably would go ahead and sell it. And maybe even put in a Litecoin or Byte or what else did he say? Oh, he said, this. He's like, I feel like I can't. He's like, every time I try to focus on Quantum or Qtum and Point Stamp, I can't. I almost feel like I can't figure out which one's going to be the. Like I feel good, but he's like, I'm not sure if I'm just not able to figure out which one Spirit's giving me, because they're kind of similar, Point Stamp and Quantum. And I'm like, well, what if it's both? He's like, I know, that's kind of what I've been feeling lately. Like, I think it's actually both, and that's the sign. And like, no, it's not one or the other, it's both. So he called Quantum a while back too. It's done well, but he's been talking quite a bit about Point Stamp. And that I don't have any, by the way. I don't have any of those Point Stamp. But just to give you an idea, this is it. Currently 20 cents. Been as low as 10 cents here recently, so it's doubled already. There's been a few coins that have doubled since the beginning of April. Some are up 50, a lot are up 50% or so, but there's a few that have actually doubled. This is one of them. And I don't know if I should say a few, more like several, because there's more than just a few that have doubled, but a lot of them have not doubled. They haven't gone quite that good, but still, 40, 50% up. You're not going to cry or complain about that. Absolutely not. But I mean, how about EOS? It was just $4.90. Remember when Brian got in? My buddy Brian, $4, $4.90. Call it $5. It's worth 5 times that, 4 times that. $5 times 4, $20. And if Dick Algar's right, the remote viewing guys, and it's going to $250 by September. By the way, was the date they gave. $250 in September. April. We're practically in May. I mean, 2 more days. May. Right, so May to June, June to July, July to August, August, September, 4 months. Basically all the FUD and bad market and all this crap we just dealt with, that same time, do it again. Without the FUD, of course. And we should see that kind of price. Now, what I'm here to tell you, this is just me speaking. No inside, nothing, info, just me thinking about things. If they're right, somewhere around $250, September for EOS in this case. Much of the other coins in that market, crypto market, are going to be up nicely too. Doesn't mean they'll do that nice. I'm just saying, rising tides raise all ships. Everything's going to look good, okay, for the most part. Aside from that, let's just focus on EOS. If EOS does in fact go to 250 in September, do you think we're going to get through May, June, July, and it's just 20, 25 bucks, maybe 30? And then also we get to September and it blasts to 250? Or do you think it's going to be 40 here in the near future, 60, 80, maybe the next month, another 20, 30, $40 on top of that, and then bang. Maybe we're talking $50 moves, $60, $70 moves, like in a few days on freaking EOS. And again, I know Cliff Highs emailed me and Bix Weir and said he has some pretty darn good data that suggests EOS doesn't make it. Fails was the word he used. It fails. And it looks like it would be the very, very, very end of this year if it happens. And I'm like, maybe this is going to be one Cliff's webbot just got wrong. Some data masking happens from time to time. Something. Because speaking of Michelle White Dove and them, she also, I think, talks about EOS in that coming report that you're going to want to get. And she spent hours and hours and hours on this. And I thought at one point, because we had talked about it, me, her, and Pete, and she's like, it's up to you guys. You, Joe, and Pete, you guys deal with it, figure it out. Which is, do we just give this away for free and say, hey, everybody, throw her a bone. Throw her a little Litecoin or something. But that means also all these people who don't believe in the woo-woo, the people I'm constantly having to troll back, get it for free too. See, because those people wouldn't dare pay for a report. And I'll be honest, I don't want them to have it. You don't believe in it? Don't believe in it. Get lost. You don't get to see it for free. No, get lost. See you later. So I think we'll probably charge for this. And when I found out how long she spent on it, oh, she's going to get something. She's going to get something, and I think I'm going to handle that in full. But we still have to talk about it, all three of us, honestly, just to make sure we're all on the same page on how we want to handle it. Donations are nice and all, and I know I got a lot of people who always, when I give the call, you guys always show up. We appreciate that big time. But on something like this, the amount of time she spent on this, and the kind of information I think that's about to be unleashed, which, by the way, update on Theta in a timeline. I repeat, update on Theta as well as a timeline. Okay? I believe is going to be in this report. It's not going to be one of these reports where she comes out every month or every couple months and does it. This report is going to be good enough to look out a good ways. Therefore, I'll be honest. I think I'm going to tell them we need to go ahead and charge for this. We need to go ahead and charge for this one. Because the amount of money people are more than likely going to make listening to stuff like this is going to be insane. And damn it, can someone get thrown a bone for their hard work? In this case, her. And that kind of thing. So, we're not set on anything at the moment, but I think that's where we need to lean to, just to be fair to these people. It's kind of like the remote viewers. People walk all over them, take the information. Few people donate, but everyone else takes it. Gimme, it's all about me. Mine, it should be free. It's mine. Well, if it's free and you make money off it, can I get some money back? Oh, that's my money. Yeah, but you said, right? No. So if you want it, you might want it. You're going to have to pay for it, I think, is how I'm going to try to convince them, which I don't think they're going to be hard to convince them because they know, well, we hear you. It makes sense. Not going to be any convincing, I don't think. But we want the information out there. I will reveal some of the information for free, by the way. I will talk about that. I'll make that a fact, like to them, guys, I need to talk a little bit about some of this. And if you want the real juicy stuff, you know, pay this little fee for like a once a year report kind of a thing. I think it's going to be nothing short of incredible. I'm sure of it. Okay. So we'll stay, we'll keep you guys up to date. Everything else. We got all these sources, all this stuff. This is cool. And speaking, what was I haven't looked. That Gifto thing was up 20%. It was 30% up. I come out and do the video. Next day it's up 50%, or yeah, roughly. It was like 40 something percent, almost 50. One time it was pretty damn close. The symbol was GTO, and she's not saying like, oh, the next day it should be epic. Like, look, it's down 3 cents. Not that it matters. It's still 54 cents, which was the high, you know, recently here. But you know, look at the freaking volume. $316 million in volume, April 28th, yesterday. 316 million. Well, that's probably from JSnip4, the pump and dump. His video did that. I don't think my subscribers could push that kind of money out there. Just to be honest with you, especially on a psychic whim. Yeah, let's throw 50 million at that one. You know, not happening. But that goes to show you, when these psychics give stuff like this, man, are they on or not? Jeez. And like I said, I'm going to be the one pushing this on my channel. I don't care what people think. I don't care if you give me a whole bunch of thumbs down. I'll take those thumbs down all the way to the freaking bank with a line of followers, subscribers, doing the same. Yep. Thumbs down. See you later. Going to the bank. Another thumbs down. I'm off to the bank following JSnip over here too. You guys can cut in front of me. I was in line first yesterday. You guys go ahead and go in front of me. We'll hold the door for you. Go ahead. Go ahead, guys. Cash out of those cryptos and get some fiat back in your pocket. Pay off some of that debt that was based in fiat. So go ahead and take care of that. I don't care. Would you really care? For example, if some guy, you know, this guy gives us these great crypto tips. Man, oh man, he's got a lot of good winners. Oh really? What's his name? Bozo on YouTube. Oh, Bozo. Okay, let me go check out Bozo. And you don't know what his sources are. He just tells you, oh, this is going to move, and that's it. And you start to follow him and listen. And, wow, that one did move. Hey, that one also did. Yeah, that other one kind of lagged, but then it took off, like he said. Yeah, okay. And then later on, after you've made a freaking fortune, you find out this guy's been talking to psychics. Oh, come on. Wait a minute. How much money has this guy made me? How many good picks did this guy get me in? This bozo YouTube guy? I don't care where he gets the information from. Right? That's where your mind's going to go. I don't care. You're going to stop listening to him. The guy's made you a fortune. The psychics are making you a fortune, potentially. And maybe it's a good thing that not everybody listens anyways. Because that's more for the rest of us, for these things to rise up and we capitalize on. Because if everybody gets in the market at the same exact time, and then we get out at the same time, like, how's that going to work? Market runs up and then runs down at the same time. Like, you need people in and out at different times. People chasing that momentum. You're getting out while the momentum's rising. Other people are going to get in at the top. Again, there's going to be people getting in all over the place. But I'm glad I'm aligned with all these psychics. And it happened so rapidly. Within weeks, I'm talking to this one, that one. I'm visiting Michelle White Dove. Like, what? What the hell just happened? Dick Algar, come on in. Come on the show right before Michelle starts talking about the third level of remote viewing called Theta. What the? Dick, what'd you just say? Theta. Theta? Yeah, why? Dude, I was going to tell you at the end of this conversation about this special pick from Michelle White Dove. It's called Theta Coin, Theta Token. Here's the symbol. Hold on, Joe. Look what I drew a few weeks ago. Oh my God, it's almost identical to the freaking Theta symbol. Okay, we're all paying attention now. Don't get left behind. Put your stupid, silly ego and your stupid, silly religious beliefs in man-made religious beliefs in the trash can. And come on the JSNIP 4 bus. We're going to the promised land. I welcome you aboard. Permission granted. All aboard. Take care.